every day. Just go along, dawn till sundown. Here's the rundown. Every day that comes once in a lifetime. Take each day, gather the rosebuds in it. Fill each minute. Every day that comes once in a lifetime. Think of now, tomorrow is waiting in the wings. Who knows what it brings? While the future waits, the present swings from day to day. In Brooklyn or China, across the bay. Only once comes this particular sky. Only once these precious hours will fly. Once in a lifetime today comes by. So live today.
What a day, fortune smiled and came my way, bringing love I never thought I'd see. I'm so lucky to be me. What a night, suddenly you came in sight, looking just the way I hoped you'd be. I'm so lucky to be me. I am simply thunderstruck at this change in my luck. Knew at once I wanted you, never dreamed you'd want me too. I'm so proud you chose me from all the crowd. There's no other guy I'd rather be. I could laugh out loud. I'm so lucky to be me.
Think of now, tomorrow is waiting in the wings, and who knows what it brings. While the future waits, the present swings from day to day. In Brooklyn or China, across the bay.
Only once comes this particular sky. Only once these precious hours will fly. Only once in a lifetime today comes by. So live, 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 live. Come on and live today. I like New York in June. How about you? I love a Gershwin tune. How about you?
I love to window shop on Fifth Avenue. I like banana splits, late supper at the Ritz. How about you?
I'm mad about good books, can't get my fill. And Dr. Fauci's looks give me a thrill.
Holding hands in the movie shows when all the lights are low. May not be new, but oh, I like it. How about you?
I like Sarah Cooper's jokes to a degree. I love the common folks, hey, that includes me.
I love a fireside when a storm is due. I like potato chips, moonlight, and motor trips. Well, how about you?
I like to dream of fame, maybe I'll shine.
Oh, honey, you're shining now.
I love to see your name right beside mine.
I can see
We're in harmony,
looks like we both agree on what to do, and oh, I like it.
I love it. Enough about me, how about you? How do you like my hair?
Dress. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. You know, we are overjoyed to be here with you tonight, however virtually, and we know that you are out there, and we're just picturing that you're right here with us, right here in this beautiful room. We couldn't be more thrilled to be part of this Neue Gallery concert series. As a matter of fact, the Neue Gallery has a very special place in our hearts. Eric and I were married a few years back, just down the block at a lovely club called the Lotus Club. And we spent our first night in Carnegie Hall at a beautiful hotel. And then our first day as a married couple, we museum hopped, and we came to Neue Gallery. And we actually had lunch at the beautiful Café Sabarsky. So tonight we're going to zig and zag between Broadway and Hollywood and the pop and jazz songbooks and singer-songwriters, and we hope there'll be some surprises for you too.
So where have we been so far? We Hear You Cry. Well, we open with two great Broadway show tunes with lyrics by Betty Comden and Adolph Green, music Julie Stein and Leonard Bernstein. Then off to the movies for How About You by Burton Lane and Ralph Freed, and that was introduced on screen by Mickey and Judy. And in the words of the great, irreplaceable Bobby Short, if you need last names, there's the door. We like New York in June. We love New York all the time. And New York, as we know, is a riddle wrapped in a conundrum, wrapped in a knish. And the New York soundtrack is complex, diverse, always polyphonic, frequently cacophonous.
But if you're really lucky, you find the right person, and together you can shut out all that noise. This is Craig Cornelia and Marvin Hamlisch from their musical Sweet Smell of Success. I cannot hear the city, I cannot hear a sound. The roar and rush become a hush whenever you're around. The world beyond the window, the fury and the fuss grow distant now and fade somehow with us. And here inside this world you've let me see, it's simpler than we often let it be.
I'll keep you safe and also set you free. I offer you you, I offer you me. I cannot hear the city, I know it must be there. The raging town is waiting down the stair. We'll make it vanish in the thin, thin air. I offer you, you. I offer you me. I cannot hear the city, I know it must be there. The raging town is waiting down the stair. We'll make it vanish in the thin, thin air. Say it's only a paper moon sailing over a muslin sea, but it wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me. Yes, it's only a canvas sky hanging over a cardboard sea, but it wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me. Without your love, it's a honky-tonk parade.
Without your love, it's a melody played in a penny arcade. It's a bottom and belly world, just as phony as it can be. But it wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me. be played in a penny key change. It's a Barnum and Bailey world, just as phony as it can be. But it wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me. No, it wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me.
Harold Arlen and E.Y. Harburg. A song now by the patron saint of romantic optimism, Cupid's agent himself, Mr. Stephen Sondheim. This is a song from his luscious score for A Little Night Music, far and away my favorite Sondheim score, about articulate, miserable people. Turns out you can learn a lot about European decadence in a townhouse in Turtle Bay. The old deserted beach where we walked, remember? The cafe in the park where we talked, remember? The tenor on the boat that we chartered, belching the bartered bride. Ah, how we laughed. Ah, how we cried. Ah, how I promised, and ah, how I lied. That dilapidated inn, remember, darling, the proprietress's grin, also her glare. Yellow gingham on the bed, remember, darling, and the canopy in red, needing repair. I think you were there. The local village dance on the green, remember? The lady with the large tambourine, remember? The one who played the harp in her boa, thought she was so adept. Ah, how we laughed. Ah, how we wept. Ah, how we polkaed. And ah, how we slept. How we kissed and how we clung, remember, darling? We were foolish, we were young, more than we knew. Yellow gingham on the bed, remember, darling? And the canopy in red, or was it blue? The funny little game that we played, remember? The unexpected knock of the maid, remember? The wine that made us both rather merry and oh so very frank. Ah, how we laughed. Ah, how we drank. You acquiesced, and the rest is a blank. What we did with your perfume, remember, darling? The condition of the room when we were through. Our inventions were unique, remember, darling? I was limping for a week, you caught the flu. I'm sure it was you.
I went to college here in New York, and when I graduated, I left for San Francisco, and I stayed there a while. The West Coast felt wide open to me, and I said yes to everything. Sorry. Joni Mitchell's songs became a bit of a mantra for me, and as a matter of fact, I recorded one of Joni's songs on my most recent CD, and this one I'll be recording on my upcoming CD. Joni's songs from those early albums were so raw and so confessional that her colleague Chris Christopherson said after hearing some of them, "Joni, for God's sake, save a little something for yourself." But that was not her way. This is Marcy. Marcy in a coat of flowers steps inside a candy store. Reds are sweet and greens are sour. Still no letter at her door. So dust her table with his shirt and wave another day goodbye. Marcy's faucet needs a plumber. Marcy's sorrow needs a man. Red is autumn, green is summer. Greens are turning, and the sand all along the ocean beaches stares up empty at the sky. Marcy buys a bag of peaches, stops a postman passing by, and summer goes, falls to the sidewalk like strings and brown paper. Winter blows up from the river, there's no one to take her to the sea. Marcy dresses warm, it's snowing, takes a yellow cab uptown. Red is stop, green's for going, sees the show and rides back down along the Hudson River, past the shipyards in the cold. Still, no letter's been delivered, still the winter days unfold like magazines fading in dusty gray. Attics and cellars make a dream back to summer, and hear how he tells her, wait. Where or why she moved away. Red is angry, green is jealous. That was all she had to say. Someone thought they saw her Sunday, window shopping in the rain. And someone heard she bought a one-way ticket and went west again. A room with a view, and you, and no one to flurry us, no one to hurry us through this dream we found. We'll gaze at the sky and try to guess what it's all about, then we will figure out why the world is round. We'll be as happy and contented as birds upon a tree, high above the mountains and sea. We'll bill and we'll coo, ooh, and sorrow will never come. Oh, will it ever come true? A room with a view,
A room with a view, and you, and no one to give advice. That sounds a paradise. Few could fail to choose. With fingers entwined, we'll find relief from the preachers who always beseech us to mind our P's and Q's. We'll watch the whole world pass before us while we are sitting still, leaning on our own windowsill. We'll bill and we'll coo, ooh,
And maybe the stork will bring this
that
and t'other thing too.
our room with
our view.
That, of course, was the master, Noel Coward. I was a nerdy kid. I know you're shocked. And Noel Coward was one of my boyhood idols. In fact, I wore out the grooves on my parents' LP of Noel Coward at Las Vegas. That kind of set me apart from the other 9-year-olds in suburban New Jersey.
And it still does. We sing quite a few Noel Coward songs in our new show that we had been touring everywhere from Birdland to Baltimore, from Provincetown to Palm Beach, and we played it in London last year. It's a celebration of the great songs of Great Britain, many of which have become American standards, even though they were penned across the pond. And we've called this show, God forgive us,
Downton Abbey Road.
Yeah. I
Sir-
hear you snickering. Can you hear them snickering? I hear you snickering.
Groaning, maybe. Sir Noel also said, "Now we all might enjoy seeing Helen of Troy as a gay cabaret entertainer, but I doubt that she would be 1/4 as good as our legendary, lovely Marlena."
No one epitomized the glamorous, world-weary lover quite like Marlene Dietrich. But that image was, in fact, an illusion. Marlene was, in truth, really more of a hausfrau, never happier than when she was scrubbing her countertops. And I really actually understand that because I'm a bit of a clean freak, too. And this is what I wear when I vacuum.
One of Marlena's great Hollywood friends was the wonderful singer Rosemary Clooney, whom you may know was pregnant constantly in the 1950s, 5 kids in just over 5 years. Her friend Bob Hope called it Vatican roulette. Well, after one of Rosemary's deliveries, Marlene Dietrich showed up at the hospital, marched up to the nurse's station and said, "Quickly, where do you keep the penicillin?" The terrified nurse replied, "That closet there. Why, what's the matter?" "I've brought caviar, and it must be kept the same temperature as penicillin." The composer Friedrich Hollaender followed Dietrich to this country and wrote several of her signature songs. Here are 3 of them from the films A Foreign Affair, 7 Sinners, and of course, Der blaue Engel.
Men flutter to me like moths around a flame, and if their wings burn, I know I'm not to blame.
Ich bin von Kapvisvus auf Liebe eingestellt.
What am I to do? Oh, I've been in love before, it's true. Been learning to adore just you. Some old romance taught me how to kiss, to smile like that and sigh like this. Oh, I've been in love before, you see. Oh, darling, what a bore I'd be. My past that makes you hate me, makes you love me too. Oh, I've been in love before, haven't you?
You've got that look that leaves me weak. You with your eyes across the table technique. You've got that look between the lines. You with your let's get more than friendly desires. I should be brave and say, let's have no more of it. But oh, what's the use when you know I love it? You'll only kill my will before I speak. So turn on that low left hook, that look that leaves me weak. I should be brave and say, let's have no more of it.
But oh, what's the use when you know I love it?
You'll only kill my will before I speak.
So turn on that low left hook, the look that leaves me weak. I've been in love before, you see. So you mean all the more to me. A heart that's lived of it can tell when it beats true. I've been in love before, haven't you?
Haven't you?
I've been in love before,
Haven't you?
Oh, we know you have. Berlin and Broadway had the most perfect marriage in the music of the great Kurt Weill. And here is one of his most beloved songs from Lady in the Dark, with a lyric by the quintessentially American Ira Gershwin. My ship has sails that are made of silk. The decks are trimmed with gold, and of jam and spice there's a paradise in the hold. My ship's aglow with a million pearls, and rubies fill each bin. The sun sits high in a sapphire sky when my ship comes in. Oh, I can wait the years till it appears one fine day, one spring. But the pearls and such, they're warm
Beautiful, honey.
Thank you.
'Twas in a Paris cafe that I first found him. He was a Frenchman, a hero of the war, but war was over, and here's how peace had crowned him. A few cheap medals to wear, nothing more. Now every night in this same cafe you'll find him, and as he strolls by, the ladies hear him say, if you admire me, hire me. A soldier who has known a better day. Je ne gigolo, arme gigolo, denke nicht mehr an die Zeiten, wo du als Hussar Goldwehr, Schutz sogar, konntest Dirk die Straßen reiten. Uniform passé, Liebchen sagt Adieu, schöne Welt, du gingst in Franzen. Wenn das Herz dir auch bricht, sag ein lachendes Gesicht. Man's alt und du musst tanzen. Just a gigolo. Everywhere I go, people know the part I'm playing. Paid for every dance, selling each romance. Every night, some heart betraying. There will come a day, youth will pass away. Then what will they say about me? When the end comes, I know they'll say, just a gigolo. As life goes on without me, wenn das Herz dir auch bricht, sei kein lachendes Gesicht. Man's alt und du musst tanzen. We like to think of this song as the musical love child of two great New Yorkers, Jerry Herman and Count Basie.
We New Yorkers have to be so proud of the resilience of our city. Broadway, of course, is quieter and emptier now than it's ever been, but that won't be forever. And we miss and need that energy. I mean, after all, the Broadway beat is what lured so many of us here to New York to begin with, from faraway places like Long Island and New Jersey. 2019 was the bicentennial of our great American poet, Walt Whitman. And lots of us, of course, think of Walt Whitman as a nature poet with his poems of leaves and grass and leaves of grass. But in truth, Whitman loved New York. Keep your splendid silent sun, Walt Whitman wrote. Keep your woods, O nature, and your quiet places by the woods. Keep your fields of clover and timothy and your cornfields and orchards.
Give me faces and streets. Give me interminable eyes. Give me women. Give me comrades and lovers by the thousands. Let me meet new ones every day. Let me hold new ones by the hand every day. Give me such shows.
Give me the streets of Manhattan. Out there's a world outside of Yonkers, way outside beyond this hick town. There's a slick town out there, full of shine and full of sparkle. Close your eyes and see it glisten. Listen Broadway, Broadway, everybody happy and gay, where the night is brighter than day, all along Broadway. Sweethearts and beaux on the way to movies and shows, dressed up in their Sunday best clothes, up and down Broadway.
Out of town, I'm low down when I walk along the main street. Anywhere, I don't care, but I always find the main street just another plain street.
Broadway, Broadway, take a little time out for play, where the joy of living holds sway, all along Broadway. Broadway, Broadway, everybody happy and gay. Sweethearts and beaux on the way to movies and shows.
Broadway, Broadway, take a little time out for play. Crazy rhythm,
Broadway,
there's the
everybody
doorway.
happy
I'll go my way,
and
you
gay,
go
where
your
the night
way.
is
Crazy
brighter
rhythm,
than
from
day,
now
all
on we're
along
through.
Broadway.
Here's where we have a showdown. I'm too high hat, you're too low
Dressed up in
down.
their
Crazy
Sunday
rhythm.
best clothes.
Here's goodbye.
Up and down Broadway. Out of town, I'm low down when I walk along the main street.
Anywhere, I don't care, but I always find the main street just another plain street. Broadway, Broadway, take a little time out for play, where the joy of living holds sway. All along Broadway. Come she will.
When streams are ripe and swelled with rain,
May she will stay,
resting in my arms again.
June, she'll change her tune. In restless walks she'll prowl the night. July, she will fly and give no warning of her flight. August, die she must.
The autumn winds blow chilly and cold.
September, I'll remember a love once knew has now grown Paul Simon, of course. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you've enjoyed our intimate, international musical mosaic this evening.
We are really so overjoyed to have been with you all this evening, and I just can't thank the Neue Galerie enough for having us here and asking us to be part of their concert series. It has been an absolute joy for us, and thank you all so much for sharing the music with us tonight. We'd like to close now with a Kenny Rankin classic, in the hope that before too much longer, we'll all bump into each other on the street and be able to give each other really, really big hugs. I've ordered some rain for tomorrow. The skies will be sunny but wet. From out of nowhere, you're suddenly there, and I say, pardon me, haven't we met?
I've ordered some sunshine with showers, and I've got my scenery set. Right there with a thump, our umbrellas will bump, and I'll say, pardon me, haven't we met? Accidents can happen, into one I'm gonna slide.
There's a good chance in finding romance when two hearts collide. Well, I know that's just how it happened when Romeo met Juliet. Somewhere I read Juliet said, she said, pardon me, haven't we met? Accidents can happen, into one I'm gonna slide.
There's a good chance of finding romance when two hearts collide.
Well, I know that's just how it happened when Romeo met Juliet.
Somewhere I read that old Romeo said, he said, pardon me,